Karapela ne guys. Ha botlhoko hampe. All the way up until the wee hours of the morning. And nna jonong ha di thapelo tsa ka di sa give. Ke ipotsa gore modimo why re ke eng kana nna ho botlhoko. Ntse ke kopa modimo mosebetsi. God, please give me a job. Oh, please give me a job. And God is like, ona le ona mosebetsi ke nga wena. Ona le mosebetsi motho ke mo busy wa nthapella mo nkopa mosebetsi ona le ona. God, kopa mosebetsi. Ona le mosebetsi Karabo. God, kopa mosebetsi. Karabo ona le mosebetsi. God, ona ke kopa mosebetsi. Yo, wow, why is this chick crying? Like she's asking me for a job. Like what is going on? She has one. My point exactly. Ntse ke lla ko modimo ke mo kopa mosebetsi. And every morning, pilo ka botlhoko cause haona email response, haona any recruitment agent e batlang ho mpona for interview, haona nothing. Baba msebetsi. Baba msebetsi. Nkarabela na bosiu kaofela o ntlogele. Baba msebetsi. Hey batho, motho ke mo ka dikeledi. Mo pelaka, dikeledi. O busy o dikeledi o imetswe. Unkopa mosebetsi ana le one just malobanyana mo o publishitse mosebetsi abankopa mosebetsi. Ntho that I should rather be crying about is God kopa umpatalle mosebetsi cause I cannot challenge. What I should be praying for is not so much an NGO job, volunteer work, o mongata fela o leng unpaid. What I should be asking for is a salary now because I have a job. Ke na le mosebetsi. I have a job. And for me to wake up every single morning on some modimo, y'all need to understand when it appears as if though God is not hearing your prayers, you need to rethink what might possibly be happening over here. God is righteous and his word is true. He says, ask and it will be given to you. So if you ask God for a job and one is not coming, open your eyes, you probably already have one. It's just a matter of catching up to a salary. Enable me, God, provide, please. I'm not mad. And choose. Help me gain some kind of sustainability because I don't know whether I'm going or coming. I don't know why anybody has no respect for that, but it doesn't matter. You don't gotta have to respect for it. You don't have to have respect for it. I don't need people sitting in corporate South Africa on your twirling chairs to do anything right by me. I only need people online already to do something right by me. The company or the organization I work for is YouTube. They just have no respect for the fact that I'm an employee there. I work for Facebook. They just don't care that I am an employee there. I work on social media. They just don't give a rat's behind that I haven't been paid in years. That's what's problematic right now. I need to out here start some kind of a union, a march, a complaint that how can I put in so much time and yet have you randos out here not pay your sister. At the end of the day, I'm on your damn platform, so pay me! But you are not taking me back to corporate. You are just not. Like literally, it is not happening. Kopatalwa, my due salary lang kut kopatalo. Kopata, I can say name mara kopata and later before then go two so before ki patalo. Lengzaete support guys. You make sure nobody donates to me, nobody gives me any money. How can I long get or bukari meeting? It's not happening. It's not happening. You took my career, wasted 10 years of my skills. In that time I become a content creator. That is now my niche. That's what fills the 10 years in my CV. I haven't been sitting around, but according to the CV that I sent out in corporate, gathering dust, rolling around on bed like a door turning on its hinges like a lazy man. It looks like I've been doing nothing. But no, I have not been doing nothing, have I? I've been doing a whole load of something. But it is unsung and disrespected. Nobody is going to keep me in that grain. No one. No one. This morning I woke up and yesterday morning I woke up like basically the past 30 days I've been waking up. Having prayed all night long, all the way up until like 6:30 in the morning. Waking up still very afflicted and saying maramudimo ko choro go pointless ho rapela ana rena ke tlo phaya how am I gonna stay awake bosigo ka ofela ntse ke rapela only for me to wake up ntse ke dila ka dintsa tse tsirianeng tsa dikorobela ntse ke sna chelete ke sna cry emailing ana ya PayPal donation what is point ke kupile mosebetsi hore ke ska dila ka tlhopego ena ko choro thapelo ha sebetsi but is prayer. Remember I'm praying in tongues. What exactly am I praying for? I don't know. That's why it's important to pray in tongues. Ke rapella eng? I've been thinking hore ke rapella mosebetsi wa corporate, but it turns out hore ke rapella YouTube. That's what I'm praying for. I had a dream last night of getting 20,000 views on one of my videos. Ning YouTube batong for 20k views yaga. Egi deserve. Ning, I could say it. But one thing I'm certain of is that this here table is turning. Go cry channel yaga back, like it or not. Tobanyana ya satani ya ko ya kolobe. Enseli busy pressa button ko YouTube. Insane the advanced features tsa mina is across channels o patetsweng ke ntjanyana e nngwe e tshirianeng mo South Africa monana. Yokubwa Chirenza pressa button ya Freemason yokubwa. Oh, lahlekhelwa ke mosebetsi because she keeps on getting extorted lankutwa. She keeps on getting bribed lo muntu. It's a woman. Yesterday when I was busy publishing my content during the day to prove South Africa. When I was publishing my content, because I'm not publishing in the wee hours of the morning. I'm not, so officing. There was a time when I would only post my content about 12 for 1, 2 busiu. Now, I've been publishing my samusar. Mothateng na papamela periscope computer, ke tsebe go thola alert or go etsa langa ke poster. O ngadeletse morago ke re le ko animated channel yaka. I remove the advanced features. The features that I have got on YouTube right now allow me to have special thumbnails. The thumbnails, they're customized. Mabani slap bang in the middle of posting, of uploading. No, not my videos, but like I'm uploading, what do they call it, a custom thumbnail. Kiha khufrizwa my content. Kisa khono upload a custom thumbnail even though I'm approved for it. I'm eligible for it. I'm eligible for custom thumbnails and I couldn't on 2 of my channels, but it only happened once I'd already put thumbnails on like other of my videos. You know, I've got multi-parts, part 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll custom thumbnail mara part 5 because it was blocked at part 5. Part 1 on my animated, all of them have got custom thumbnails, but then 2 of my normal videos like this one had a custom thumbnail because I couldn't upload custom thumbnails anymore because somebody was deliberately manipulating at the time of me posting. At the time. So kimoto nang le alarm bell and jafala ring ting 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 as soon as Karabo was online posting to limit something, restrict something of mine, to make sure that even my subscribers don't watch my videos. So remove custom thumbnails, and she did that across 2 of my channels. In the 3rd channel and the 4th one where I did this, I uploaded the custom thumbnails so that all 10 of my videos have custom thumbnails before they could get to me. But this person was working at the same exact time as me posting. That's what is going on. Facebook, not Facebook, marako YouTube. That's actively making it impossible even for me to upload a custom thumbnail. There is no telling what next. To a point where he will allow monotsirianing or tibileng matekwana nang JS fluid li bleach. Alon ka mosadi o sa mo tshwaneleng. Mosadi o thusang these licentious devilish men. O busy. Kami ya Lucy over a woman o sa mo tsebeng. Anta remove the custom thumbnail saka. It's only a matter of time before Chiriana elo privatize the video saka public or I delete it altogether. There's no end to what the chicken I can do. Oh, anta unsubscriber the subscribers saka. Anta di batong. Sister Ona is a terrorist on YouTube, and from what I saw, something is going to give me back my YouTube channel. I can show again my life thing. I can show. Mara Chiria ki filanga re jaga haita we hagana inze no shibuku on the job. Yokobwa. One thing I know for a fact is that it's a woman. And so shame on you. And it's a South African woman, so shame on you. In a country as sokolanga botlhokogakanaga gender-based violence, nzo le busy wena nzo thusa Moses Setol. Nzo thusa Jack the Ripper laro rape hape. Ke cheria teng. Yo ba ke Satan. Kolojana entse le busy ntsaela di custom thumbnail e yo tlhokafala. O tsubile matakwana a wa ratang a iswa a ikepela ka ona akere. O tla kotwa le ona matakwana teng ba tla mo kra ka di drugs ko officing. Ha sa tsamila ona motho o tlo kgonang o outsinyana e ya go bola ya satane entse extorta entse bribe ha sa tlo kgona o tlo patala cheria teng ya ko YouTube o tlo he's going to have to find a new person to bribe. He's going to have to find a new person to bribe, and now it's going to be real hard for that person to be found to find that person. Why? Because cheria ya satane yo go jelwa taba o relevant tsanka di bribe anta thwata di YouTube channels tsa bana ba bang. She's made herself a nice little business out of thwarting YouTube channels. O thusa the content creators tse ka mo patalang. Or about one on the bone to pick with content creators. Nta bizanza tima mabona. A press the button, I bring her down lever, chiquita, o godra, how could thou godra or no tabak ro celebrator, channel like a yahuta. Congratulate, I get the. And as for my support in the run up to Mudimutlang fast something, I could say Butlang to Satle Mudimu Ujwalo. He's been helping me along. I'm gonna get the money that I need to go keep take the temponi, Lady Hyaluronic acid Tizaka in the run up to. Go cry enough until such time that I can finally monetize. Mara before then, bankwa, skankaninga senasakan krapa, since the visit YouTube channel yaga, bankwa, aba bola no bolawa king askisi, aba boshwa, aba twariswa. They're facing criminal charges. They're literally messing with people's lives. So Ntoyaga, like I said, Ntekerapella ingi. I've been thinking ke rapella ho kra mmereko ko corporate South Africa. Mara it appears hore nna ke rapella hore twebanyana ya kolobe ya ka nkrapa entse tsa YouTube channel ya ka ko YouTube hore e kojwe. Cheriana tshwantse lo kojwa. Tshwantse ba lo molahlela kwa ko Vak Free State e re ena lo sotlega a struggle ho kra mmereko because she will not be trusted anymore by any social media platform ever again because she keeps on taking bribes to deliberately thwart the careers of people trying to start an online presence. I will finally get my day in court. God showed me 20,000 views on a video. Ntse ke le busy ke rapella mmereko. Bosigo bo botlhe bathong ka di-tongues. Di-tongues ke busy na ke rapetse. Ke enter into deep meditation ya scripture. Nothing gives. Ka nnete. According to Lentswe Morana, just the effective fervent prayer of a righteous man avails much. Kenye e kana ke kraileng 20,000 views on my video. Monetization. Le kolobe ya ka nkrapa. That's what's going on. So lona the busy le batla go nketsa gore ke lo reka di digestive biscuit ha le bone gore na I've got 20,000 views to get before I get 100,000 views. Ha le bone gore before ke fika go 1 million subscribers I first gotta get my first 10,000 subscribers. Ke yona ntwe ke sebeletsang eo. That's what I'm working for. So it's got long bora ka booking packing. Ungazongkhenya wena. We're trying to make me an administrator even though I experience having caused the loss of my career in the first place. Ungazongkheng. Kuba let's ka tlombora nyaya tle ke mitowe ke o ka repenta e bana ha ba tlolo laswa ke modimo ka hara di hell fire maranna long foster ke lo go sebeletsa to the point of go sebedisa ditlhare tsa motlhapa tsa mo scrubba mmele wa gago go showereng girl o di tshila ke filang ka re ga wa tlhapa wa nga mo saiteng mona tsa motlhapa. Go and take a bath, a deep one, scrub your toes lang kutla the tlhagile di gangrene all over the show ntshang dinta ko mmiring remove plaque mo menong tlhapang lo para dipenti tse ntšha tse sekono tsa cotton tse breathang tse nang le moya or let's go cry thrush tsa motlhapang. Go and make yourselves lean because right now le ditshila le diboko and if ha le di kene taba tsa lo tlhapa tlhaloganyang this much also utlwelang le ya di heleng. Do not look at my suffering life and think I've been forsaken. There's no way nka rapela foto ke futumetse gakana ka di tongues bosigo kaofela ke ntse ke fastile a ke so tswele mo fasting yaka wona ke ntse ke fasti sister wa fasta motho wetlongo tshwara ke tla go order without it giving lebalang. There's no way. I belong to Jesus Christ. It's just that ntse ke shebana le ntho e wrong ke shebile the wrong space ke shebile what do you call this thing ba bitsang di chicken thing ena email ke ntse ke shebana le Gmail every day ke bula Gmail every day ke bula Gmail ga gona motho o respondang career junction e wetse ke satane le yona e thots eng tumba ka silent treatment le reverse psychology peanut le yona e tikenze diabolose go thots career 24 diabolos go thots ka ignore wana ke re ko LinkedIn diabolose go thots ana motho batlang go bua le nna. Of course you haven't wanted to speak to me for 10 years. Why would you want to start talking to me now? But on social media now that's my business. Mo teng go ntse go sa thola 10 years. The bouts of success in and out just like any Christian in corporate South Africa ends only busy le ntse mo dripa ngwana batho le mo ntshameno le busy ntse le mo sabotage ntse le busy le mo insister ora wa etsa ntse tsa mo tshwaneleng mara o nna ntsa bounce back e shamba thong thulane wa batho ha bathong bona ntse go fatsa o itse last year ba mo kubile a sena molato jaanong o gutlile ile ba mo file promotion yeah just like se go fatsa wa teng le thulane le nna ko bathulane le tshegofatsa mara wa ko YouTube last year ba mo kubile mara ke mo o khutlile ile le mo kraile promotion go jwalo go corporate akere la re go ba be re hirwa again le re kubulle be re hirwa again le re go be kubi re hirwa again re ntse re gutla bouncing back ngare ke boomerang. Next thing motho teng ke senior manager ya ga go ipotsa re jwang because na le hard working di Daniel tsa ko Lions Denning tsa ko corporate since ndili da and they somehow get promoted even though khalentse le ba dripa ntsha bana ba batho meno le ba fa di prosthetic teeth and feet le ba fa mama di Blade Runner shoes because mothata wa batho mo amputate le ka 2017 mara ke mo o gutlile jwanong se le Blade Runner mara e senya go bolaya mosadi wa teng. That's what you do to Christians in corporate, but they keep bouncing back. But if God does not bounce you back to corporate, if that's not where you're supposed to be. So Jaka, in the same way that a little bit of a Tulani or a Charlotte in corporate keeps on bouncing back even though you slap them silly, I am a Charlotte or a Tulani here. Last year lingkubile, lang dripa, shapilega 250, lang tsayela meno, mazinyo aminizer awaseko manje. That's what's good. Maraki kutlil, kokutla. I'm gonna bounce. This here is the environment. Do you understand? Where I bounce back, where you fire a person from a job and they recover. YouTube is that environment for me now. It is not corporate. Only reason I'm not in corporate is because I'm not supposed to be there. But here on YouTube, Kolube ya kankrapa ele ya ko YouTube yo gobwa, like I said. And once aqoshwa di chicken meta kankrapa something magahambil ngizoba right. And manje ukubhatala abantu golopatala batho hore batlo thota di career or di YouTube channels tsa batho ba bang batho batlo tshaba jwanong akere holong ka di bribe di extortion so lona ba dutseng ko mesebetsing e borang e otsedisang during the day mo le thwelang mo situlong le sa batlo ka kamanto a lona letlo nense le ba forced now to watch the person you fight from corporate South Africa get a successful YouTube channel and be bigger and better even than you, while you keep on dragging your body through a muddy, boring corporate 9-to-5 job. Job span. God is the one that gave me understanding. Never mind that, but I asked him for a career that makes sense for me. He answered my prayer. I thought I was supposed to go into management consulting. It did not work out, but I was onto something. I was indeed supposed to do something that was going to help people, and I'm doing that now. I am. This here is my management consulting firm. I am trying to recover people that lose everything in Jefela, out of the blue. I'm trying to help them find encouragement. I'm doing the job I'm supposed to do, but without the blood, without the gore, without the medicine, without the gurney, without the mortuary cold bed. I am finally doing the work of a doctor, just in a very spiritual sense. And so for those reasons, to try and fire me from this job, seeing as it's what God has given me, is to be entirely naive. I am finally a spiritual management consultant out here fixing people's proverbial companies, helping them recover from near death, helping them not get liquidated, helping them not have to go public with their companies because it's got to be kept in the family. I'm helping people eradicate generational curses. I am helping people eradicate witchcraft. I'm helping people find encouragement in the midst of sorrow, trouble, and persecution. I am a spiritual doctor in the worst way, so no, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go be dogotela bese mina book ama appointment. We're out. I can go sebeletsa tsibingitweba korobela ha go sebeletsa ha wetse sense sisters o brother ha go sebeletsa motho wa nyatsa even though what's about Grace I'm so good at what I do ha go sebeletsa motho o leng contented to take in this stride taba rona kutlwe botlhoko lang kutlwe a go sebeletsa motho filang ka rena ka controller destiny yaka because o tseba loy a go sebeletsa motho o nang le mona of me to a point of literally taking in this stride rona ke tlo ntse ke aina di washing tsa gagwe for a job, for a career. I'm not going to do that. I guess buy mara. Thank God le modimo lena has buy. Thank God le modimo wa rona has buy self. Le modimo lena has buy skele mosao go re hlatsa ga botlo ga kalo. As Christians, uhlazo is the lot of the wicked, not of the saints. Yini enhlazayo, yini enkitwayo, yini whose speech gets confounded basarating modimo. The rest of us however alwana re be re wine mara ntwa ya teng e kotsi ya tuka e futhumetse. Ile neng ya re utlwisa botlhoko mara ra wina. We are more than conquerors in the Lord Christ Jesus. So nna ko baneng tlogeleng ke le nosi ke lo izamela YouTube yaka le tlogeleng o nketsa heart seer ka taba rona ga ka founelwa ke batho ko Pinete or batho ko whatever consulting nje fela ntse le busy leng hana nna ya opportunity interview because le bona nka rena ke bodile ke rusted ke tswile ko corporate 10 years ago ntse ke blomile ke gather dust ke nona mo mpetong ke sa batla go phaphama ke sa batla go tsoga Kina di bed bugs mo mpetong. Kina gabe le di bed sores because galentse ke tsa toge mpetong. For 10 years kaofela, that's what I look like on my CV. But others know better, don't they? They know better. You set me up for failure and kutla ke tamo belege nna ke up for grabs ka batla ke banna ba tsirianeng ba subileng ba ratang korobela. Ba itse ngoro o tlonka kankane Karabo bathong. Kankara pa engwe ke o ifitile mo strateng. God said that we're going to trample on serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy. Nothing shall by any means harm us. Ke mo kankara pa busy yang stinga via I will survive. Akotso. Ke rapela ka ditang se ke bothata bo. That's the problem. The problem is that ga ke tlhaloganya gore ke rapelang. So I get phapama o seng ke ka o rapela ra pi bo thapelo engwe ya go futhumala. Ke feel le nna sa for man. Or something is shaking in the spirit realm. Ebe ke bula Gmail go sena email. Etle. Tshwantse ba change lebitso la teng to GMT. Thank you son. GMT is in Gmail because I want an email. Jaka ga se ke sa credit email ke reka ya PayPal ngan. Ke nye o ibisa Gmail ke GMT, Google MT. Mara Google ya teng e tlong fa notification from YouTube telling me I am eligible for monetization. Then on that day it aba Gmail appropriate because ke credit email tseng khazang. Mara right now ke GMT. And a GMT ena is because I'm not supposed mina. Nze ke bugane mo screening li Peanut li career junction nkare ke 2007. I'm done. Go fedile da. I'm finished with corporate. I'm not gonna try. Like I am not. It's too taxing, it's heartbreaking, coupled with the fact that when ke boile, ke bele, is ditoro tsa botlhaya tsa ditlhare tsa control nje fela tsa selfish tsa karekanchi he boloi ba karekanchi nna ke rete ka bona le botintshi ba lona the selfish le batla o bloka mosadi o feletseng ka fela o mopila ra ska nyalwa ska ba le chelta ska etsa business le lo senya di le nana gore mo you think you're in a position ya go lo senya waste lang kutlwa di talente tsa ka etle go mo tsoka le bitso la rena tse gore use your talents, steward them well for God. If I give you 10, make 10 more. Little accepta and take in your stride. This is what I do. I'm just waiting for GMT to become Gmail again. Nka se ke nna ke send email ke community ya YouTube for partnership program ba rena ba batla go joinisa program ya bona ya di short ha tsa mo just 1-2 months down the line ke blockilwe YouTube yona self-eng sendetseng email o re ke lo joina partnership program ya di short ha isa mpatla ehle ke tshirinyana ya utao esangeneng entse le busy ntse phula liver down and up and ntse press the red button I stopisha motho ntse le busy ntse di advanced features o papa mengo dutseng mo South Africa in the Central African time on tsa le busy a ascertain now ra ke gone lo upload di thumbnails ke yona tshiriya teng e create le GMT even though di colleagues tsa gage ding contact le tse 3 tseka ding invite le invitation only to partnership program ya di short because my shorts were doing so well. Next thing go thotse go YouTube ga ke sa batlwa etle something's up gona le conflict of interest da hona le ba bang patang ba bang ha bang patle so ke feeling ka re tshirinyana ya go tsawa e bodileng ya kankrapa e ba feeling tšhelete or in block yo kobwa or yo tlhokafala ke tsebe ro etsalang mara yo tloa o tong gatoga di chicken and I ka tong gatoga I will be back again on kutla ko fofa njengenyoni ngizondiza ntse ke rapela. There is no way that my prayers are landing on deaf ears. It's just that I get what God is doing at one. I don't know what God is doing. I don't know because I'm praying in tongues. But it dawned on me as an epiphany this morning that there's no way that I'm praying in vain. Nka feel so highly suicidal because nothing is giving. GMT busy email something must be else happening here in these streets. Something else. And I came to a conclusion that thing is that God is answering my prayers in the space where he intends to answer my prayers. Social media. That's what's coming back, y'all. I said that and I will keep on saying it. I keep getting the door of me being shown gaining subscribers again. Cherinyana ya kankrapa. Itlo kobwa. Itlo kubiwa. Oh, latlhegelwa ke mosebetsi ha qeta mo. Di kolobenyana tse tletseng ka bophofolo bo divileng all over the streets tse tswetseng gore nna di tlong hira qeta go costa career kaofela. Batlo itsholla taba ya gore ba zamme go mfa mosebetsi as motho nje fela wa go phehla ma page ntse ke busy ke buka di meeting ke tsofetse ke na le 40 ke le mokana ke na le experience ngata ga kana mara ga ona taba because you feeling ngathi mina nyancenga lapha kuthiwa beggars can't be choosers as if though mina nyancenga it's written in God's word that David was young and then he got old yet never had he seen the righteous forsaken or their children begging for bread mara motho ke mo ona no rena Kangeng and number life think it did dang ya khongeng utelo witsikeng ke delela ne ke bogati ya 1997 mara it's also a disease in the bones. It's pathogenic. It's like a virus e consumang host ya teng hula ba tlhokafala motho a teng ke hotella mo go tsamaileng mo ke hotel. So in concluding, since I'm speaking to the kankrapats all over the show, tse gategileng clearly ke feelang ka rena se ke di rabazise at this point mara since ndi tella cause di gata go resurrectwa utlwelang ha ka le kopa mosebetsi le bora ke creativity ya ka mara ne never etsoge ne never ephapame ene never itikire like Lazarus and come forth if you had not kicked me out of corporate ne ke batla go ba sutu mara janong lo bina ya gore you should have just left me alone. I was good left alone. That's the way it was. Like I was good left alone. That's the way it was. But you wanted me low with a faded past. Fasted me from love, split from the fool you were working for. Left you jaded, but you still kick off my yeah, etc. Left me running through a maze made to rent, but lazy. You got it twisted. You were just another sinner on the hit list. Yeah, I was good. Career as a management consultant, company, whatever. But now the borwa ke creative by me nice, which is why I'm out here rocking up septum piercing and everything. Kajel. Ke lena lenkentseng hore ke downloaded the application it's a makeup. Ke lona lenkentseng hore ke pierce ke and get all these piercings on my ears. That did this to me. Y'all are the ones that made me pierce in the mine. Like I've got two tragus piercings. All over the show. I've got 2 tragus piercings, a conch, whatever you want to call that, a helix, a whole bunch of holes in all over the show. Sad. My piercings, and industrial is especially exquisite because it's the shape of the cross. I did all this because I could. Because I was never ever intending me to go into corporate South Africa. But impressed in my work. I did these piercings. The only piercing that was done for me was industrial. Professionally, but everything else I punya my own tragus. I punya my everything. Because you've made me poor so that I pierce my own ears. Sewing. That's what I did. And then I gauged them. It was painful. But bottom line is, why? Because I was working in corporate and I had to be a suit. What kind of a suit has so many piercings? What kind of a suit? Nose piercing? You get my point. All my wildest dreams, I went to go and fulfill them. The application download that because I'm a creative genre. I'm a content creator, so I experiment. I got all different kinds of apps on the internet. So now I record makeup thing. Now can I September and whatever I do with it. For the majority of the time, like that. Anyway, whatever. Yeah. I take it and I hide it in there. So the septum piercing is gone now. That's how I was going to be walking around in corporate South Africa. They just don't have makeup because I didn't want to take out the piercing. So I don't have to take out my piercings and my holes closed. Creative ka fela e felletseng ke gutlela morago ko plekeng mo tshwantseng ke lo pata di piercings tsa ka ka moharanko tshwantseng nna ke lo hema septum piercing ka moharanko tshwantseng nna ke lo I mean really nobody would in corporate South Africa take my industrial in their stride or even all my conch my tragus piercings they wouldn't take the tshwantseng ke di apole ke lo beya di plaka nje fela tse tlo blomang there just chilling di plaka like even this little stud I put it on or ke lo etsa interview lankutlo when I still had the cuff, the nose cuff. When I had the nose cuff, I missed my cuff because it was cute, it was pretty, I liked it. But I got rid of it because I was expecting to start working a job. And here it is that I'm back now with a bolder look. Septum piercing because this is who I am now. This is who I am now. This is who I am now. This is the woman you birthed. This is the woman you created. I am a creative of felletseng wa go apara tepetepe letsatsi kaofela wa go apara tracksuit pants letsatsi kaofela anza creator wa go apara bomber jacket instead of a suit jacket. I'm not a suit anymore. I used to be but I'm not. Wa go walk around ka meririnyana ya go ba untidy because it's fashionable go cute batong lantse di so fancy di mini twists saka. At the end of the day, I'm a creative. I get to rock up with old mini braids and then pretend that it's part of the look. That's what's good. Act like it's part of the look. I get to leave a hairstyle on my head for 3 months because I'm a creative now. I'm building my brand, I'm building my business. So I can salooning every 3 weeks. Neither do I have the money. I learned how to cornrow. After recording a video. But if I had returned to corporate, I would have had to bury my septum piercing. Well, I mean, it was already buried. But that cuff piercing for my nose, that was not going to be acceptable even in the slightest. My industrial would have had to go, my conch, my tragus piercings, my helix. This is a helix, right? This is also another helix. This is an industrial, and it's the shape of a cross. That is a conch, tragus. This is a lobe, upper lobe. I've got multiple upper lobe piercings over here. Conch there also. Helix, but upper helix. I don't know what you want to call that, but I think it's a helix. Yet more 2 tragus piercings on the side. I was planning on rocking the wiki so that nobody would be like, Karabo, you've got too many piercings on your ears. This is unprofessional. It's who I am now. It's who I am now. But with this look, somewhere in the future, people would actively be trying to tell me, University, please don't wear those piercings here. This is a corporate environment. Yeah, I know what corporate desires or expects, but you kicked me out. So now I get to walk around with a septum piercing if I wanna. I get to. But I was prepared to settle and humble myself, but God was the one that was disinterested in that thing. You made me this woman. You made me this woman wa di filtera tsa di breli all over sefatlego. I ke sa apara makeup that thing, you can tell hore Karabo is getting more life I want makeup, mara it's okay. It's alright. I mean, we can't all look spectacular 24 hours a day, but I get to have a makeup look. Now nobody gets to tell me, nobody can say to me, ke etsa content, yeah, YouTube. I'm a creative. I get to look however I want to look. And now I am finally accepting and walking and embracing the fullness of what it is that I am supposed to do. If I want to, hey guys, wait a second. Another, like, but one second. Ne ke batla ho phumula screen cause ne ke feel nkare se blurring yana. The way ke phuntseng fatlego sa ka teng out of frustration and out of experimentation. I got so many piercings, like papa. Mo di tsebeng mona la di bona tse leng teng ne go cute. Let's get long bora go cute. Kopa let's get ba in denial. Is that basic? Mara kopa let's get le acne yaminizer. I also have less smiley lang kutla momeno. Lipstick ena entse fofa jaka nonyan all over the shell. My smiley piercing. Yeah, I absolutely love it. It's barely visible. Hi bonakhat. Haki boy le ka se bona neska smile like that, and then even just there. That's what's good. I kept it in like an interview and whatnot because largely I bonagadi, but when I laugh loudly and when I laugh with a big smile, like yeah, bonagadi, it was eventually going to show. Oh, and also when I say certain words like show, it was eventually going to show. It was gonna show. And then I was gonna be told, what's that? Do you have braces? Oh no, it's a piercing. That's not appropriate for this place. Hey, yo, hi. Get on, smiley. Hey, Batung, do you know the effort it takes? That you can hide it by using like not a horseshoe, but like a curved barbell, like this one over here. Ne? But for what if it's not visible? What is the point? Every time I come out with a video on YouTube, a jewelry haul, every time I get a video, a different piercing over here, and I was like, when am I ever gonna have the look that I like that is really super cute? When am I gonna have it? When am I gonna get my nose cuff back? Because really, for me to take off this little stud at night when I come back from work, record a video and then put this back on and then clobber it, conceal the makeup, go officing. For me, it was just so much work. So much work. I've been expecting to clock into a 9 to 5 sonke lesikhathi lankutwa. That's the only reason why I have not brought back my cuff piercing. But now, not triggers, this here. The septum. It's probably gonna go back the septum because I prefer the one ele. That's here. Eli one fela. But I want to be able to have access to it should I want it to show out there in the wilderness. But nah. In the 9 to 5 space, I never would have been able to explore any of that. I'm sorry guys, hadi. Listen, it's about to be maphelo, big amoso, la tsaya fela, la tsaya. Halqeta mo, ebeleto zama olwetsa motho. Hore alo buka di meeting right next to the fact that you don't allow her to wear her nose ring. Lantse ili one fela elistoxila alien mo swatlehong. You can't have that because it's not, conducive to corporate wardrobe. Ke maswabi tswang monna ka fela ha le kopane le tsweng monna le tsutsubane jaaka hempe e sa ainwang. Tswang monna. I guess bias ke lentsel na ka fela. My piercings are gorgeous untlogeleng. Ha ke sheba ko side thing, especially the videos ka ha ke di recorder. When I see myself turning left and right, or if I'm wearing a wig, when I do this with my face, ke di rata jwang dintle. Di dintle beng di gold. I love gold. Ke di rekile ko lo visa ka tšhelete ke senang yona. Ga di rusi. Ebe ba di tlontlosile be litlo di tlosa. Sorry, mo di tsebeng for eng guys. For eng mo lifeng. Ko ba tlotleng for eng. Bathong ha dintho di le unnecessary ke hara ka di lahla ko dustbining di collectwa ke pick it up, including mindset ya go imagine no rena go gutlela go corporate go bora gakana. There is no way you're going to introduce me into the world of creatives and then take me back to a 9 to 5. I was never discontented with a 9 to 5. I was one of those people that would have been a suit for the rest of my life. I was one of those people that would have always underestimated anybody that quit their job to do YouTube full time. I was always the person that would have thought a person pursuing a career in music is irresponsible because it's not lasting and long term. Next thing you're not gonna have any skills when you try to work in corporate South Africa because now nobody likes your one-hit wonder general disposition anymore. I was always that kind of girl. And then you put me in that thirst and that hunger for a creative career. And you expect me not to be as disquieted as a little girl that wants to sing but mommy wants her to go and become a doctor? Except this time around it's not a little girl, it's a 40-year-old woman. You gave me a taste of creativity. You gave me a taste of social media. You gave me a taste of the kind of job where you wake up at whatever time that you want, walking around in tlepes all day, come and record a video wearing nothing but like shorts or magusha with like a top that's decent ko godimo, but nobody knows that wapere magusha ko tlase because o go jara thing and people only see your upper part of the body. You can't wear magusha fela or walk around ka penti ko officing and then trust that because la bodutsi ko desking ko stulong sa gago batho ba tlo bona fela this part mara ha o walk around wa apere penti ko officing. You can't do that. Tshwantse o lo apara ngaza ka fela e felletseng le kwai e tlo go borang go ntsha di-cons. But as a content creator, you can look all smart, casual mo godimo mona ko tlase yo marenza ko tlase ke wetse ke mathata ke di stockings tse tabogileng ke di tlepe tse tabogileng ko tlase ke barefoot le di-cons manala asa manicurang pedicurang sorry asa gerwang walking around with ghettos ezingak. You haven't cut your toenails in like what 4 weeks. Nobody needs to know. In 4 months sorry nobody needs to know. Mara in corporate, if you're gonna wear a peep toe shoe, tshwantse mo life ngone ntse busy o file manala go hectic ntse busy ntse penta nail polish or lo chakela pedicurist o tlo blama o tlo go bora ka ditolo tsa gagwe tse di pelle a ntse tsa manala ga go a go kera di site and what have you just so you can wear your peep toe shoes in the office. But when you have not a 9 to 5, what do you call this, like a corporate, not a corporate, sorry, but a career, a creative career like this one, yeah, you can afford to not chop your toenails for 4 months. Nobody needs to know. People will think you're so classy, you're so wonderful, you're so put together, Karabo, but they don't know what's going on, because your videos are a talking head and all they see is the upper part of your body. So you just clothe your upper part of the body and walk around the rest of the house and you won't care. We repeat it. Monday, Tuesday to Friday, but nobody needs to know. Skip. You're not gonna get me used to all that and then make me have to like think again, blowing steam, just figuring out I don't miss it. I even come here in my videos every so often, guys. It is what it is. Just take it in your stride because that's the part of creativity. I get to rock up ka empe e Christ. Ka skipanya na fela so I knowing in 10 years. I guess so ka sabana ai ne ke se ke mo washing machine ning se tsubane. Se tswa ko washing machine se tsubane. Ke se beya ko washing line ning se tsubane. Be ke se apara se tsubane. Be ke tla molo na kere guys go tsubane, just deal. That's the nature of content creation. People will literally just deal. And not have your boss raise it as unprofessional looking and how it is that it's not going to give a good image to your clients. Whose print is fading. I get to do that because people with that kind of disposition on social media still get tens of thousands of views. That's the nature of a creative job. You don't get to make me experience the glory of a creative career and then try to take me to a 9-to-5 job. Labora leborile. And ho bora wa lona ho letsa di satananyana tsa go bora extra tse sa aparang tse ngono tsa sheleng tsa statue mo strateng tse hlazang. Mara even though la hlaza, you are still doing a strange thing. Ha ke tlo borwa nna lankutlo. Ha go bor. Ke boreile as it is ka taba la loya mara nna ga go bora. Ga go ba one of those. Ba go khoza batho re ba o tsele mo strateng. Lankut, ha go tsela ke o tsetswa. On top of that, ntse ke le busy, tlhoga ka ile bobble head ntse ke busy ke robala go desking. Cause ke thinga ke taba re tshwantse ke lo emela email to action it. I'm not going back. I'm literally not going back. My job is now that of a creative. I am a gospel servant giving the work of the Lord in a very creative way, in whatever capacity I can do it. I enjoy what I do. I enjoy what I do. I love it. However, it is presently unpaid. That is the problem. And ho sa patalo hwa ka ke yona ntho e nkhoza ngore ke disrespectwe ke tlhoriswe ke chikele ntho e seng teng. That is what is causing me a lot of pain. But umsebenzi wona nyawenza and it's real work. Ke msebenzi wa mannete. A ke tsebe why ke underestimate wa ke sotlwa nje fela ke batho ba senang maitseo. Mara bottom line is ke msebenzi wa mannete ona. And happy it's creative. Never it like proper. Even ka miriri. Like my head ko morago ke mess wa nkutwa, it's a mess. Mara mo pele mona go presentable go decent. Go officing motho to go bona 360 ka fela o shapiles come around. Nna ke batla go bona ka come around. Ke batla fela batho ba lo bona this face. Ke batla bona fela the frontal view. That's enough. When you're recording a video, people only gotta see the front. They don't gotta see this come around. They don't gotta see oh mo morago mona girl Why is it ke feeling ka di riri. Gele. O tla tsaneng me riri mo life-eng. A ke batle ke kgathetse. Ke busy. Plus on top of that, mo pele mo, I look cute. Go cute mo pele. So ska tlhontse ka come around. O bona nko morao, anar why when o shebile ko morao, o tletse ka backstabbing galo ko bon. That's all ko morao. O shebane eng le morao because nna ke shebile mo matlhong. Ke go tonnetse eye to eye, mara wena ko morao for eng. But on social media, nah. All I need to do is just keep my face ahead and just feel like it's kasha mo side thing, then you won't get to see my product build up. O ka se bona regret po anero o tlosa neng di wee girl. O tsakaneng sisters. O tsakaneng. Huning, same hairstyle. Yeah. Don't nobody care. The thing that gives you prosperity on social media are people watching you in spite of what you be looking like for the day. O ka re khoda wa ber di bijama ona motho to find the problem. Klepe no problem. Manala, ghettos, Amakana, having chopped them for 4 months. Huluki, Laga, para peep toe, I get. Hana kwai na mo I think I don't ravazang decide to give a kitahedi konzi. So for what? Not once a kilo jumpa kilo trapper, pedicure. Hakina ma, not yet. Maybe one day kabukamoso or a gelo copanale monangana or sang sense mostrating, kita fila down with the toenails. But for now, Halidi bonemos. Halidi bono rickety ghettos. Setting it at the lenkarakidi fingernails, cause I mean kitarakidi chopela enge. Just to remove them. I am not doing it. Because y'all don't know that my toenails haven't been chopped in like 4-5 months. It's like seriously, like just straight. Y'all don't got to know. That's the beauty of working this kind of a job, of being an entrepreneur. You get to do stuff like that. Hako first one now alam. Yo, I get for on the day when I had an interview I think in 10. Was saying, kids, I had to set my clock, my internal clock. Alam ya tengi, as I like I would it sounded wrong the night before. I just set it. You and guys. I was like, whoa. Yes, like and I don't miss that. That's what's waking you up. Deep sleep. Those are your lives. You chose them. Nah, that would have been my life, and I chose it. I was happy to get woken up by that quacking duck. Don't nobody know what is going on. But you cast me out of corporate South Africa, and now I determine my own hours. I determine them. I do. Nobody else but me. So now I get to be in prayer all night long, sleep at 6 in the morning, wake up at 1:30 in the afternoon and start to record again, do my job all over again, edit at whatever time I want, and also publish my content at my leisure. I don't have deadlines that I feel imperative I need to meet. I just work in my own pace. I do not ever want to go back to a place that had as many restrictions as corporate did once I have tasted the leisure of independent employment. I am going to fight for my YouTube channel. And I'm not going to get woken up by wah, wah, wah. And neither am I going to take off my septum piercing unless I want to. I am going to keep on downloading applications on the internet that put glasses on my face when I'm not really wearing them. I am going to continue to grow my hair, leaving it alone so that it can thrive as an afro, because I'm not concerned about changing my hairstyle every 3 weeks because that's what's neat for corporate South Africa. I'm not going to concern myself on buying new wigs so they are presentable all across the show in a 360-degree turn. Instead of a wig that looks good just on the front but really don't nobody care because nobody has to see the back. It is money saving. It's in the yard. You don't have to use your car and waste petrol. Top of that, it's hella fun. So no. And the thing that made me reach that conclusion was the dream I had last night. Mona wa lona, nka se ukgone. Le ka se nnentse le busy le lawyer le sabotage batho, guys. Just so they will do what you want them to do. Admit and give credit where credit is due. Alisa spies gelem sa teng. Tlogelang o lawyer batho ba accept or ba go monele. Bas na mon. Tlogelang batho. When I was working for MTN, the Indian girl that cost me my entire career, that caused the lies that were spread against me, she was one of my best friends. Nerole taite, bosom body sofas lahlane, nerototse the same year, 1984. Birds of a feather we could relate on so much. She betrayed me, she used witchcraft on me alongside also participating in a mutiny physically against my career. So basically friends became enemies. Wayana ole, the way that God gave me dreams concerning Manawaka Mara at the time I didn't understand Orikibonang. Nekidu like Mana Motoronyaka, apere diaparozaka. Apere di hairstyle tsaka ne le mundia ana le morwa bandia mara di hairstyle tsaka di miropoto di conro nana le tsone motoro di beads if I had beads in my hair di conro sta teng tsene ke di etsa miropoto ene ke loga le ena na le tsona. Di outfits ne ke di apara like mesese ya ka di roko. I would dream apere one such dress mixed lace etanyana se seng saka, and then apere the hairstyle ya gagwe e tshwana le yaka. Walking around and then the project tsaka, the resources tsaka in my projects, people neba mametse ene in my project meetings instead of me. Motho na dutse fela shadowing me as a project manager. She was just sitting in my meetings, and yet people were not listening to me. It's like she took over my project meetings in my dreams. I did not understand the toro tsena from a bar of soap. Ne ke sa di bone. Ne ke di gopola ho senga ke tsoga. Mara ne ke sa di tlhaloganya. In one dream, the colleagues that I led in projects, ke ha ba insista hore Karabo go get an opinion from that chick because rona ha re batla mamela wena. Ke re no, mara ke project ya ka. Ke project ya ka. Why le batla mamela motho o seng project manager on my project? She's a project manager, yes, but she's not the project manager for this project. I'm the one. They were like, no, go get her opinion. I was like, wait a lang mona. Ha ke tsoga ho seng ke potso re dintsang mona. One other dream, ke molorile ang stopisa mosebetsi wa ka a tswa fa a re onwa kofi. And God was telling me, ungamthembi lo muntu. Ngoba she will literally drag you away from meeting. So she will drag you away from your job to make you look like watswafa jaka ga yena atswafa. Ke molorile jwalo. Ke sa tlhaloganye ditoro tsaka. I dreamt about her in that capacity. The most telling dreams were the ones where she was wearing diaparo tsaka. Na apere diaparo tsaka ana le meruaka ele nna. I used to have this like basic phone. It was like not a smartphone or whatever. Yeah, even though I worked for a telco, I had a basic phone. How about I'll type out the letter A? You must press the number 2 once. Had an old school phone. However, she had an iPhone and she used to diss tabarok in a phone. And in my dream, she would be on the phone on my ancient device. My ancient phone that was not a smartphone. This chick was using it in my dream to take calls, to send SMSs, not even WhatsApps or anything, because it was that not a smartphone. Yeah, everybody that knew me at MTN before I lost everything would know that I had a basic phone. This chick would be carrying my phone in my dreams and I didn't understand why. She was me. She was me. The final dream before I lost everything. Unang totisa ko swimming poolung. Ha qeta mo abadula ko ledging ya swimming pool. Ang shebela ke tota ke mo screamela ke re girl ntuse. Abayema and walked out and climbed up a staircase. And that was the last I saw of her in my dream. Ke drauna, ke mo shebile, adutsi ko ledging. First she drowned me, then swam to the ledge, sat on the ledge, stood up once I was nicely drowning, walked away, climbed up a staircase, and that was the last I saw of her in my dream. I did not understand any of these dreams. Mara nekidikra, dilidingata, wankut mona. Manifest like that in my dream. Like that in my dream. I didn't know what I saw until I lost everything. Then I was like, oh, God to show me that chick is a witch. That's what's good. Kilorile moto in that exact same capacity again. Jaga dai Indian chick ko MTN. Ole ong sabotage ong sabotage thing. O cause tseng gore ke latlhegelwe ke career. O cause tseng di colleagues tsa gore di tene di fatlhego tsa bona against me and towards her. Favor her. Ke molorile ale jwalo. And I had a dream about someone in that exact same capacity. Apere diaparo tsaka. Living ko yeso nogal. Never mind o apara diaparo tsaka mara na dula le ko heso. A tlhapa mo bathroom ke tlhapelang ko yona. Ana le hairstyle yaka. It was the exact same carbon copy hairstyle that I had. Yeah, like busiku mabane me hairstyle yaka it was my these mini braids, and I did the same thing, like a little bit of a French katswana mara busiku ha ke robala. I tie them in an updo. Bega para tukumotsona. And like my little updo was twirly. Le pondo la teng neng kare, you know, I can say what you want to call it. Like it just looked like monwananyana wa go kobega mo side thing. That's what my le pondo iki looked like as I walked around in the house last night before taking a shower. This evening, last night when I sleep, the whole sleeping cycle kya mo lora mo to ale mo hairstyling ew. My updo the ponytail that's like that ekobegileng. She not only looked like me, she was wearing my outfit, she was wearing my gown in my dream. Gown na iki aparang ha ke tswa ko showering. And she was living linna. Una dula mo charateng le mmewa ka linna le my sister. Una dula le rona. And I was about to take a shower. This chick wanted to take like go here so to control gizara. O light the giza for your own shower or wait after khojwal. Sometimes, however, my sister odlan sebedisa metsi aga ke timme gizara. Ke borege because now I have to shower now ka metsi a batang. This chick was trying to use my hot water. Motorong. Elorona ne ke like le gizara for my own session ya go tlhapa. And Ka mo batla before. Ke mo bantlile before. A shawara, she was in my bathrobe, wearing ipondo lam. Agqoke impahla zami, ahlala aphila githi. Afuna ukuyogeza ngamanzi wami. Abantu ohlapa kamitsi akatshisa ngake wavomileng. Aseke go matha ko torong to lo tlhapa ne pele. Ge ke re ke zama go tlhapa ke sheba shower head. Shower head e khurumeditswe ka duct tape entsho. Duct tape, lankutla. Black duct tape was covering shower go godimo hore ha nka bula metsi a ska tswa a ntlhatswe. Motho na tlo kena go showereng a sebedise metsi a ka mara first na tlosa duct tape ya teng hore yena a be le excess ya metsi. Mara nna ke batla kena go showereng ke a kena, and before I could open the shower tap ke a bona hore I won't be able to shower because there's duct tape on there, but it was duct tape. I could actually remove it, and I knew that this chick had put it on there and she wanted to shower before me. Mara ke mo patrakile ke mo dochitse, like I basically ran into the bathroom before she could run in. I ran in there hore ke hlape, and the dream ended before I could remove the duct tape, but I saw the sabotage. Toro ele, when I saw it, I was like, yo, volume 2.0 of Die Indian Tig Chicken wako MTN. Motho ke mo wa per diaparo tsaka. This time around go wese because o weekends motho ko heso. Go wese because o mo jarateng ene o dula mo ke dulang teng. And o batla tlhapa ka metsi yaka. O batla go. Basically what I'm getting at, she wanted glory for herself. Glory for herself, like this messianic complex. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's a messianic complex. Like Moto has striven, o strivile, o sebeditse to get breakthrough. Like working on your baby as a business. Ebe Moto atlo fika just before you get your breakthrough. Like the final thing. Etlo go catapulting into the market and make you a millionaire overnight. Just at that cusp, ke hoa hona atlo fikang a go fe sentanyana, a go fe tusonyana, like a little bit, like something that's going to make it look as if though if it wasn't for them, you would not have made it the way that you made it. You would not have succeeded. You basically just stealing the glory. You strove, you worked. O kherezitse, wankutla. O kherezitse. Ebe motho atlo fika 5 to atlo cover steering, so they can look like they supported you during the time when you were building a business. Mara motho teng o contributed to the mutiny against you. Hore o latlhegelwe in the first place. Onale busy. Onale involved in the beginning. That was that dream. Ne ke jwetsa hore motho ke mo o batla go tsayela metsi. Atlo go showerang, atlo go tlhatswang reputation. Batho ba go nketseng reputation ya gago ba go tshitang kare o se botho, to make sure hore CV ya gago nobody is listening to you how bua. They want to take away metsi ya gago a chesang where you are gonna wash your reputation ka content ya gago. My YouTube channel is my recovery, it is my alibi. And this individual literally tried even to make me stop doing YouTube. Just in the interest of satiating them. Got me yelled at by my mom. And in my dream, ke lorile singers a ke rentse ke rapela rapi. Ke mo lorile in this capacity and azanga gona o ntsayela metsi. O zamme mara ke mo patrekile. Azanga mo patreka, ona zama mo patra, ona ke mo dochitse. I outran her. Ka kena mo showereng mara I first had to remove metsi ya teng. I had to remove duct tape pele. Mara ene bailwe dark yen. It was exactly like that chick from MTN, the Indian one. Ke mo lora, wire, over and over, time and time again. That is a dream showing covetousness, envy. Motho a batla everything ya gago so much that o tlo mo lora a apere diaparo tsa hao. Azanka I bona for what it is back then, cause ne ke sa tlhaloganye ditoro tsa ka, but now I get them. Now I know. So that's why ke tla mona ke re seeking enough is enough. Na azanka le kopa mosebetsi. Leng fostil. Na azanka le kopa or leng thuse. Li ti impositse. That's what you did. And then ha le insista or le batlang fa mosebetsi be le batla ho nketsa hore nna ke tlo le hirela di room, di board room, ke lo le bookela di parking, ke lo le ordela di digestive biscuit. That's what you insisted. You first ignore that I'm unemployed for 10 years. And then when you finally rock up, you want to make me your administrator. I apologize. I rejected officially. Especially considering Kotsi yaka nkrapa eke boning motorong has just confirmed to me hore mo ga ko ba right. Tlotla le motho o nang le mmona o mongwe o hard no go tukang mollo o futhumetseng. Mara ke mo sebeletsa. Motho o nang le mmona o mongwe wa haisale wa wetse keng o apere fur le leather in one sitting. The way a ratang go sega diphoofolo ka teng bese mina nyom sebenzelang tsa ngothing zo ba right. Ke tlo frazwa la nkutla. Ke tlo keep in a grain. There is no way under heaven that you can ever be safe in the hands of umuntu okusabotage at first ongaka repent. Okay, uzohlala funa ukubulala uAbel. Maqeda lapho bese yathandazela usomandla ukuthi angimprotect ukuthi angabulala. Cowards from the wrath of society marabona ho bolaya batho go easy hakakang. Dishamboko tsona ha ba sa di flaila mo the sky mo moyeng ntse ba busy ba tumpa bana ba bang mo strateng ha bana taba gore ke mangwe le malang. insofar as bona ba phahama, bona ba gola. Insofar as bona ba gola, ha ba rata ba ba shambo ka mang, ba phafamang. O ka se be safe in the hands of anybody, lankutla. O go sabotagitseng, o so repenting. O so tleng ka askis. Also also admitting because motho o tlo literally zama to make you stop doing YouTube. Ke grateful or moka zanga mamela, moka zanga foster anything. O betse fela a bona hore o nchikile, o wrong, o fitsi bad, atswa monna. O ntlogetse mme wa ka, azanga insist. O ntlogetse. Una expect or moka nantsa le pisantsa chikang rasetsa, but my mom was like, hey, mara ke ntho ya Karabo e wa etsa, and it has kept my daughter alive. Ga e polai to this day, ke sentse ke tlhaloganya as mme, mara ngwana ka o a phela because o na le joy mo YouTube. O gona o smile a tlhatso dijana, a be mnandere because ntho e etsang ya mothabisi. Ga ke tlo nka ntho e causang Karabo joy or peace. Khotso enough for us ka e polai. Ke sentse ke a tseba as mme, mara nka se jwetse ngwana ko ra tlogele ntho e mo keepang alive. So this chick tried to get my mom to yell at me to ditch YouTube. And my mom was like, I'm not doing that. That's my part. I messed up, we get it as a parent. But my part is in letting her thrive as a creative. Antali busy at samaya ka ditlepe-tlepe tse tabogileng mo pelaka. I cannot taba, ho betere than ngwana ka ipolai. I ke tlo thusa batho hore ba nkele Karabo channel ya hae because goodness, she has nothing else. She has nothing else. So she spoke to me briefly hampe, and she can rasetsa, mara after that I resist the devil. I told her it's between her le Sheriel e keneng mo jarateng ya ka e batla ho lonkela ngwana ka. Ntshwantsa e sebeletsa nako e kaofela. This is not between her and her. The two of them, let them ride it out. E re ba lwana. E re ba kene go cockpiting go be botlhoko, mara nna ga ke so dikena. I sa dikena. My mom resisted the devil. And that is just what I'm getting at. Ditapelo tsa ka di a sebetsa, di a tuka, di futhumetse. They effect much. Motho jwanong, all she has is the fact that o batla go mbula into accepting mosebetsi o sa batleng. And my mom is no longer helping her along. So the beauty now is in the fact that this here is a one battle, and according to God, I've already won it because he can go showering, he can go bathroom pele. Duct tape. In other words, the thing that is trying to block me from cleaning my reputation, the hindrances that I'm enduring on YouTube right now. That's my only problem now. I'm no longer dealing with forced and jefela ya motho batlang o iketsa ngwana mme wa ka se ngwana mme wa ka. O tejetswe, o tlo tsamaya kankang. Fool me once, shame on me, on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Khale ke di lora dintho tsa batho ba tshereaneng, mara now se ke di tlhaloganya. Hana motho tlong loyang. Next thing be ke tlo pretenda ka gaslighting ya gagwe. Be ke tlo pretenda. Wang kuto re ke reng. Be ke tlo acta nna mo lifeng, o re ke grand. Hana motho o tlong loyang lo yi. Boloi bole ba haisal. Ebe ke tlo acta mo pela bona hore a ke bone ntho e we entseng. I'm not going to be frustrated by umthakathi wami. I-corporate ngizamile nse ke apply hayi bane bangfonela ke abakang fonela he aba sangfonela ke tsule mo bona ga ke tlo zama vie ke grand ka ditlepetlebe le manala a so kerweng in 10 months because I'm working on something, and God is going to avail opportunity to succeed in that regard. Mara no more is anybody going to lawyer me into oblivion to make me accept into ngayifuni. Hape le go nkutlela botlhoko le wena o yang diheleng. Askisi OC weekend Rabobe, Superman, Rambo, Van Damme, ntonyana ya go rescue. Hana motho go kopileng. Azanga cela ispan guys. Ke lorile mabane not only of this thing, but I also dreamt of some the dude wako vets on healing wa go ba le perverted agenda. Anka for granted tabaro I'm struggling to get a job. Abanketsa hore nna ke lo sebetsa in pornography, but without being a porn star. It's like I was an administrator or somebody nje fela o tholang talent, like somebody that hires talent. So in and of myself, I'm all Christian and I love God, but I'm gonna work a job as an assistant on the set of a porn industry situation. Nako sebetsa as an assistant on a porn set. I was literally working for a brothel, not as a prostitute, but as a person that enables the agendas along, like hiring clients in and out, whatnot, helping the whole business al ebato. Guys. Basically, people are trying to get me to compromise in whatever capacity possible. Anything that's going to humiliate my Christianity. To a point of saying, fine, Karabo, you are chaste. You're waiting on God for a husband. You are a Christian girl. You don't have to do porn, but you can totally be the personal assistant of a porn boss. I dreamt about that. That's what corporate is trying to make me do. I passed up a job interview at MultiChoice when I was working at MTN because I did not want a job in the entertainment industry. I did not want to have to work a job as a project manager where I would choose. It was also very tied to video on demand and sourcing of content. And I knew that much of the content that MultiChoice provides is ungodly. So I did not want to work for MultiChoice because it was a conflict of interest to my spirituality. If I had taken that job at MultiChoice, what happened to me at MTN would never have had an opportunity to happen. I'd still be employed today, but I did not want to work for MultiChoice as a Christian because it would have been, like I said, a conflict of interest. It would be like working for Netflix. Conflict of interest because of what they share, what they proliferate, what they put on their catalog. It's anti-Christ. You cannot serve both God and mammon. So I passed up the job at not DSTV but MultiChoice for those reasons. So therefore, I would never as a Christian work, or even like another place that if at all it offered me an opportunity to work would be like South African breweries. There are many employees at MTN that moved to SAB. One of them of which called herself a Christian and was claimed to be a Sunday school teacher as well. But she took up a job at SAB Miller without any conviction that a Christian should not be working at a brewery. This here is the stuff of drunkery and debauchery. It's what makes the world sick. Don't work for that. Do not work for a brewery. You get my point. A Christian can work for a pharmaceuticals industry because generally pharmaceuticals are trying to be ethical. They're trying to heal people even though there are a lot of unsavory practices therein. But you cannot work for a pot house like a drug dealer as his personal assistant as a Christian. You cannot work on as a pornography scout. You might not be having sex before marriage, but you don't get to say that that's what your beliefs are, but it's just a job. And in this dream, I was working for a brothel, even though I was not a prostitute. And that was witchcraft basically cast on me to end up settling for jobs just because I need money at all that are a severe conflict of interest. It confirmed to me, these dreams confirmed to me that this here worry and sorrow of my soul in not being able to get a job interview, I should not worry about it because there is an intention and a flagrant one at that to get me to compromise in whatever capacity possible to a point where people either want me to become some administrator or if you're going to be something prolific and full of managerial responsibility, it's probably going to be a brewery or a brothel or a media house that out here produces content that is anti-Christ. Yeah, Christians have to be responsible in what they choose to do and where they work. And in my dream, I was basically told, settle or else. God was confirming to me that, girl, you are not going to corporate. Pray to me, yes, my daughter, is what you must do. But do not keep on praying for me to give you a job in corporate. It's closed to you, shut. And the only places in corporate that are open for you are ones where you're going to have to go and sweep some floors or work on a porn set as an administrator or as a videographer. Even though you're not doing the ugly deed, you're going to be privy to those doing stuff like that. They want you compromised in whatever capacity. That's why you must just keep yourself focused on the business I am giving you. Because I have given it to you. And then afterwards, I dream about me getting 20,000 views on a video. So yeah, no, it's okay. I'm cool. I'm not going to be out here booking parking for your clients, girl. Dream on. I'm not doing it. I do not care how this angles, but I am not doing it. This thing. And I'm going to trust God to make that a reality. And as for YouTube, go dila ka yona ka nkrapa ele blomileng go YouTube ntse le busy in by causing this thing. Ntse le busy in unsubscriber di subscriber sa ka in kutsa botlhoko eng tlhorisa ba tlo go ba twa ya teng ya ka nkrapa ba tlo go ba. Following which I will get what it is that I need from you. Never mind YouTube, but Facebook across the board. I told you Mark Zuckerberg is repenting. So I don't need this 9 to 5 nonsense. Guys. At some point I tried to seek help from you because you sabotaged me. Now le batlang thusa maraka 5 cents ka 5 bobo. Now le batlang kena ka rale ka le batla go mpaya mpa ka mano mono na ngolaza. Le batlang ketsa mistress ya mono sanya o nyetseng. He batong like there's so many things that people are trying to do. Any kind of compromise, Karabo, you'll be fine. I'm sorry, I won't. Le boreile le busy ntse le otsela ko mesebetsing mo le sebetsang yona because azanna kuba modimo perspective as to what you must do for a career. Hala mo kopa, you chased after nothing but money. Selna le yona na le matlo a magolo a mantle a dimension a di estate mara ha le happy. Well, I asked God for happiness and he's given it to me. This here is a job that I love and I'm not even working a day in my life. It's just that it's unpaid, but it's only a matter of time before you kokwa. I can go taba ha go boifa and I'm not going to commit suicide. Go Emma Nkudla. Ngiyozithoba to God and I'm going to wait to see what he's doing. Mara as for corporate, can we just put that out there? Inkadile pele. Ga ke ngale because ke motho wa go ngala, ke ngala cause gale inkadile. Ga ke na le incentive ya ntse ke busy ke zama. There's nothing in me that is inspired to try. Cause gale eng tlhadile. Haleng patle go corporate mara jwanong hale also mpatle go social media ra because go monate da. Le borwa ke taba rona ke ne I get to walk around ka ditlepetle le manala a so ke rong in 4 months. Le tshazwa ke lifestyle. La igalla life ke phelang. Ntse le busy plomile ko mesebetsing ya lona ele khoza ngore le otsele. Tswalang pele, you chose your careers. You were competing ha botlhoko hampense le tumpa le bolaya le ravaza le apere di penti fela ore le sa apara ke le penti le chaple stretla ko strateng. You did that. Now, deal with the consequences of your actions. You made your bed now, lie in it. It's what I'm getting at. You made your bed, randos, lie in it. Sebetsang memereko ya lona le di chartered accountant dagger. You finally became a CA. Manje wa ukhenyekile. Why do you wish you could be like Karabo? Why do you wish you could start a YouTube channel go be monate nje fela mo lifeng? Or it's whatever you want to do. I can really insistile to go and do whatever you want to do. Next thing, Karabo azama a creative career. Because once kilo innovate jwanong ha bang patle go corporate lang go ba letletse ka go go ba. Linkubile. Jwanong ela le mona of the thing that I am doing to a point of go sabotage. Le patela batho di bribe hore ba tswe konna. Le khoza batho hore ba di kankrapa. Hore ba tlo ngwapa ka the theft of my subscribers. Ling tsaitse di supporter tsaka batho ga ba bone di content tsaka. The other day somebody else contacted me asking me hore ke kae ke right because they thought hore nna ke tibodisitse ke die. I've died because how recommended the video tsaka. I had to confirm if motho teng o subscribe-ile ho etsalang ka mo siteng leo ka mori a shora hore ke phela o butitlhe bathong nna ga ka tlhokafala ke teng mara YouTube e shadow benile ke ha kwatile a futa sefoto se seng sa high sign on sa mara why ba etsa sona e ya ko Twitter ngwana batho o tla ba right ling blockile that much to a point where abantu ana worried ukuthi mina ngizibhodisile. People think I've killed myself. They do. They think I've committed suicide or that I've just stopped uploading on YouTube. I can say but they are making a very very ominous gory conclusion as to what happened to me. Ke ntse ke le teng ke fofa mo nyandiza nje ngenyoni ke teng mara ha ke bonahal. That's the level of shadow banning that I am endured under. That is how bad it is. That's how bad it is. But to cancel that thing, you try to bury me and keep me buried. And now that I am Uma Thurman and Kill Bill coming back to basically get my retribution, you've got a bone to pick with that? Carry on. Bottom line is, if God be for me, who can be against me? Mudimu ke na ofo in the situation. Go cry situation back again. I don't know how, Mara, it's gonna happen because God showed me it's gonna happen. I'm getting my channel. And this time around, my mom is not going to be usable by someone who fikang mo 5 minutes ago and decided this time around, my mom is not going to do it because my life has been threatened literally way too many freaking times. Not again. It's not happening again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Wait again, guys, and I have a lawyer. Lawyer as much as you want, Mara. I will never capitulate. I belong to Jesus and I work for Him. Manawalo na ungking. Olopinya ka ona mo tulong sa gago sa corporate that you are toiling on. How ka taw bo sa bastwetla in your nakedness in the occult? O botlo fosa di colleagues tsa gago re diet and tsa ba sa batlong diet. Balo quit me sebetsi ba se ready so you can get promoted to executive. Keep doing that maranna. Go sebeletsa modimo mo YouTube and eventually batlong tlogela. That's the battlefield that God has chosen for me. Ha ko lwana ko corporate. Mara lena batlong ne batsa bazama. Ere modimo le bontshe ntho bomma lona ke a le ka lo bontsha bomma le balona. Little bontsha kresha por molao keng. Little rutwa molao because right now you are unruly. Ha le tlong lawyer na leng foster ke lo etsa mosebetso tsheriyane go corporate or mosebetso sang tshwaneleng. Ene gape boloi ba lona le ska le bala tlhe ke a lora. Le kenela ba lantsa la busy la tsamaya mo strateng up and down no. La nkutla. Little more na ke a hlanya. Ga le ntse le zama. But bottom line is this here space of social media, it is vindicating my sobriety. It's vindicating my sobriety, so I'm sabi. I believe I've said my piece, I've spoken enough. Now that you're warm, electric blanket, I'm speaking way longer than I ought. What I'm trying to get at right now is that and the corporate shove it. I do not want it because it does not want me, and neither does God want it for me. We are done. Because you are trying to control something. Linkubile ha kata mo lang shaba ke sotlegile and then 10 years later be le batla go nketsa gore ke le hirele di bioscope movie house di auditorium ke ntse ke le busy ke le bookela di parking ke le rekela di digestive biscuits. You literally thoroughly try to do that. Now stew on that, brew on that, and then get over yourselves man because at the end of the day uksaxidwa gwenu in corporate and everywhere where you are going ntse le busy ntse le tsa bana le nyala. It's only because you are Cain that has a mark on his body so that nobody can kill him out there. But don't imagine you're more favored than Abel on that day. Bottom line is, And God will always have the back of Abel fast and furious before he will have that of Cain. Only wait for the end of your lives to see what God was doing with this whole thing. That's all I gotta say. I'm signing out in Christ's name, Pancake. I'm out.